You still want to be able to have your brain. That's more important than anything. The money. Your health is more important than anything.
Jake.
Yeah, there's a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed.
He warming up.
We're
now.
sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds.
one thing.
I got
If
the
I
8-year-olds
find
in there.
anything,
At their latest press conference in Las Vegas, Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul were caught off guard when Floyd Mayweather suddenly crashed the event, sending the entire crowd into chaos. The unexpected appearance turned explosive after Floyd accused Jake Paul of some shocking habits he allegedly has before fighting his opponents. No one saw it coming, and the tension in the room skyrocketed. The confrontation ended with Jake angrily announcing he'd be filing a lawsuit against Mayweather for making false accusations. According to Floyd, Jake includes a secret clause in his fight contracts, one that forces opponents to accept whatever terms he decides. And in many cases, Floyd claimed, those fighters agree to lose in exchange for a big payday.
Tank, you're giving up 40 pounds, 50 pounds to Jake. Considering he's much bigger, is this one of the biggest challenges of your career? Do you feel?
I can't say right now. I ain't been in the ring with him. You know?
Have y'all noticed how most of the agreements in this fight seem to lean in Jake's favor? I just hope Gervonta doesn't end up agreeing to lose like the others supposedly did. On the mic, Mayweather didn't hold back. He said, "Jake called me for a fight, but it never happened because I wanted it on my terms." Then he added that every one of Jake's opponents has had to follow his rules. Floyd admitted it's a smart hustle for Jake, but he made it clear he can't stand people who play dirty.
But Jake Paul, I mean, as of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
Have you been impressed?
But one thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money, and he's entertaining. I like it.
Is he, and Floyd
Mayweather went even further, calling out Jake Paul's fighting habits. He said, "Jake doesn't even go through proper testing for PEDs. He's never clean." The crowd went silent for a moment as Floyd added, "If Tank loses, I won't be surprised, just disappointed." His words hit like a punch of their own, leaving everyone stunned and wondering if there's more truth behind his accusation than anyone wants to admit.
35 pounds. Tank is 135 pounds. Next question.
Before dropping the mic, Floyd fired one last shot, saying, "Next time, y'all won't be claiming I owe you money that I don't." The crowd exploded, and that single line reignited every rumor swirling around Jake Paul's fights. Conspiracy theories have been flying for months, especially after his last match with Mike Tyson, which many fans now call nothing more than a staged spectacle.
It's not even on that pro record. It's basically just like a exhibition.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Crazy.
Bank robbery.
Huh?
Bank robbery.
Well, not really, because people, I swear everyone has Netflix, or most people have Netflix.
But for them, they're getting a bag.
So, yeah, for them, yeah, it's probably a bank robbery. Yeah.
As things stand, there doesn't seem to be any shady business surrounding the fight. But whether Gervonta Davis goes all out on fight night is something everyone's waiting to see. If the match ends up in the hands of the judges, that's when things could get messy. Reports surfaced on Friday revealing that the Paul versus Davis fight will actually include an AI judge, one of the 3 officials who'll decide the outcome if it goes to a decision. And just like that, the talk of controversy has already begun.
Every fighter should be treated fair, and everybody should be on the even playing field. So I flew to Mexico to meet with the WBC, to meet with different referees, different officials, so fighters can be treated fair.
Makes you think that you can be the fighter to stop him, and if you can stop him, do you think you can stop him?
Yeah, for sure, I think I can stop him. I'm much quicker than him. He's much stronger, much bigger, but we all know that tall fighters is a taller fighter. A shorter person is hard to fight a taller person. So, I mean, while a taller person is hard to fight a shorter person.
While AI judges have appeared on boxing broadcasts before, it's unheard of for one to officially score a fight. Luckily, this bout is still classified as an exhibition, but that doesn't mean it's free from controversy. Imagine the reaction if fans feel one fighter clearly dominated, yet the final call comes from an algorithm. With Jake Paul already facing so many skeptics, this move is bound to spark outrage and add even more fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
Down the lens, why should everyone tune in tomorrow night? The Zone pay-per-view. What a card. It's nice to see Misfits back. It's nice to see JJ back.
Mrs. 22, I mean, I don't need to say much. Look online, see all the chaos that's happening. It's going to be rowdy, it's going to be chaotic, but it's going to be...
The Paul versus Davis showdown is just over a month away, and it's set to feature a stacked undercard with real high-profile talent. Alicia Baumgardner, Ellie Scottney, Gary Antoine Russell, and other stars are all confirmed to appear. But behind the excitement, there's been plenty of drama too. The tension between YouTuber Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather reportedly started after Paul accused the boxing legend of being a scammer, claiming Mayweather never paid his brother for their exhibition fight and is secretly broke. That accusation lit the spark that's still fueling their feud today.
It is. Even if they want to come and get some sparring in, let's run it.
Now, did Logan ever get paid with the situation with Floyd Mayweather?
Nah, not yet. Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realize. He gets these big checks and doesn't pay the taxes on it. And then the IRS comes hunting him down later. He owes a lot of people I know money. And Logan's deep down on that list, so I don't know if Logan's ever going to.
So, I'm going to continue to tell Tank, go out there, be the best that you can be, fight, and be smart. See, the problem is that they want to...
Logan Paul, Jake's older brother, went the full 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather years ago, and ever since, he's claimed he still hasn't been fully paid for that fight. Mayweather has repeatedly denied the accusation, but Jake has stood firmly by his brother's side, fueling the fire with bold claims that the boxing icon has burned through his billion-pound fortune. In an interview with Rob Moore, Jake said, "Floyd Mayweather is broke. I've been saying it all along. He probably spent it all on the girls he pays to be around him." The jab came not long after Logan posted on Instagram, taking another shot at Mayweather on the 1-year anniversary of their bout, reminding everyone that their feud with Floyd is far from over. Today, I fought Floyd Mayweather. He's hard to hit, but even harder to collect money from. Who should I fight next? Mayweather was reportedly set to earn £52 million from that bout, while Logan was promised £15 million. The boxing legend, however, has brushed off Logan's accusations as complete nonsense, insisting the YouTuber was fully paid. Floyd even claimed that Logan later reached out about doing a second exhibition match, something he found ironic. This is the guy who said he didn't get paid, which we all know is false. Mayweather said during a press conference announcing his next fight against Japanese MMA star Mikuru Asakura. That's why I don't waste time entertaining nonsense.
He owed that money to the IRS. How much does he owe? It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been. It's not like deception.
No,
it's just neglect to
it's
pay.
Neglect, and it's also like I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money.
We know he got paid, Mayweather said firmly. If he didn't, he wouldn't be begging for another payday. It's crazy. Logan Paul wants another exhibition, yet he's the same guy claiming he never got paid. It is what it is. But Logan wasn't about to stay quiet. On Andrew Schultz's Flagrant show, he fired back, mocking Mayweather's reputation and his failure to knock him out. Floyd Mayweather, you punch-drunk idiot.
To my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Mayweather had already addressed Logan Paul's accusations earlier in February, explaining that big paydays in boxing don't always arrive overnight. Speaking on the Pivot podcast, he said, "This comes with the territory. To them, that's real money. And I like the YouTubers, but the money on the back end from pay-per-view takes time. Nothing comes right away. I'm still getting checks from fights I had 7 or 8 years ago." He added that people just don't like it when the tables turn, saying be happy with the biggest payday you've ever had in your life. Jake Paul's claims that Mayweather is broke sound even more absurd considering Floyd remains one of the highest-paid athletes in the history. May 2021, Mayweather sat down on the $1 million worth of game show and made a bold statement about his success. "I've made $1 billion," he said confidently. "I hit that mark 4 years ago. Now I'm over $1.2 billion. From the start, I knew I was the best in boxing. I knew I was better than every fighter out there. And there will never be another one like me, ever." He challenged anyone to name another boxer who beat 16 world champions in a row, or who earned as much as he did in just 2 fights. "For Pacquiao, I made $300 million. For McGregor, I made $350 million, he said. Proof, in his eyes, that his legacy isn't just built on wins, but on history-making paydays.
You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on.
In another corner of the boxing world, Gervonta Davis, a fighter who once shared a close bond with Floyd Mayweather, found himself caught up in those same false accusations. But from the looks of it, the tension between them has finally cooled. Davis, once seen as Mayweather's prized protege, eventually broke away after witnessing firsthand how Floyd handled and at times mismanaged Mayweather promotions. Their fallout was public and messy, but for Davis, it became a turning point. He emerged from it sharper, more focused, and an even bigger star, both in the US and around the world. Speaking on the Mr. Jill podcast, Davis finally opened up about what really went down between him and Mayweather.
I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know? So when they came back and was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You like sit up.
Once you get around someone you've looked up to like Mayweather, you start to realize they're not always who they pretend to be, Davis said, his tone steady but heavy with disappointment. It's a letdown. It hurts. So I just decided to go my own way and do my own thing. He recalled moments when Floyd put him in situations that felt impossible to win. like his first world title fight against Jose Pedraza. I was 16-0, only 21 years old, hadn't fought in 7 or 8 months, and barely making 10 grand a fight. Then they told me I had to fight Pedraza or be shelved. At that time, I was getting evicted, had to sell my car, and I'm sure Floyd did that on purpose. Davis said he started warning other fighters about what was really happening, hoping they wouldn't fall into the same trap. Now, when some of them say they want to fight me, it feels like betrayal, he admitted. Still, he gave Floyd some credit. I respect and appreciate what he did for me, but it felt like he only gave me C.
So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted, I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they...
The WBA lightweight champion carries a stunning record of 30-0-1 and is preparing for a heated rematch against Lamont Roach this summer. Yet somehow, the conversation always circles back to Floyd Mayweather, a name Gervonta Davis can't seem to escape. But Davis's journey hasn't been all victories and bright lights. His bond with Mayweather has fractured over time, spilling into the public eye for everyone to see. And now, Davis seems determined to pull Mayweather out of retirement, to face him one-on-one in a fight that would shake the entire boxing world. As the sport shifts into a new era, both men stand at defining crossroads. For Mayweather, whispers of financial trouble and mounting criticism might be more than just headlines. They could be a mirror forcing him to confront what really matters.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight, like why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring up mine, but it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat.
So despite finding himself desperate to make a statement in the ring, desperate to prove his legacy once and for all, he only managed to tangle the already fragile bond with the man who once led him to greatness. And now, with the eyes of the boxing world locked on them, both men stand at the edge of reinvention. Mayweather, once the undisputed king, now faces the toughest opponent of all, time and circumstance. Meanwhile, Davis fights not just for titles, but for identity, determined to rise as a true champion on his own, far from the shadow of his former mentor.
It's been like, I got taught, you know who taught me, honestly, was Al Mitchell.
Okay.
Al Mitchell taught me how to reef.
Yeah.
He used to sit us down. I was at the...
As fight night draws near, every spotlight turns toward Davis and his showdown with Jake Paul, a moment that could define not just the fight, but the direction of his entire career. Meanwhile, questions swirl around the retired legend. Will Mayweather finally respond to the growing pressure and criticism? Or will he stay silent, still trying to make sense of life beyond the ropes? Only time holds that answer. But then came a sharp voice, cutting through the noise. Former two-weight world champion Tim Bradley. When asked about the storm surrounding Mayweather, he didn't hesitate. Mayweather is a fraud, and I've always known that, he declared, his words hitting like a punch that echoed through the boxing world.
Boy, bad boys out there. Yeah, man, that was what we were called, bad boys. So, but yeah, he's the one that taught us. He used to sit us down, sparring sessions. We used to go over.
Bradley pointed out what he saw as a lack of financial wisdom in Floyd Mayweather's career, saying Floyd never lived like someone who'd one day retire. He carried himself as if the money, the fights, and the fame would last forever. And now, Bradley claimed, he's facing the consequences of that illusion. His words cut deep, painting a picture of a legend undone by his own choices. With the case still dragging through court, Mayweather's once golden name now feels tarnished, buried under waves of accusation and controversy. Meanwhile, the upcoming fight, set at a catchweight of 195 pounds, has already lit up headlines, not just for the clash itself, but for the staggering $2 million bet each fighter has placed on their own victory.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Take deep breaths when you walk. Take deep breaths. Right.
Their first face-off caught everyone off guard. Calm, almost too calm. Jake Paul did his best to stir the fire, but Davis stood there unfazed, hands in his pockets, barely blinking, even as Paul crouched down to mock his 5'5" frame. But that calm didn't last long. At their next encounter, tempers finally cracked. Davis shoved Paul, and Paul fired back with a slap to the chest, the tension snapping like a live wire. Then, at a press conference in New York, a reporter threw out a question. Would Paul bet $500,000 on himself? Paul smirked and said, "Easy, easy. Let's make it $1 million." That line hit Davis hard. Without missing a beat, he shot back, "Let's make it $2 million." The crowd went wild as they sealed it with a handshake, a promise that just turned into one of the richest side bets in boxing history.
You think that you can be the fighter to stop him, and if you can't stop him, do you think you can stop him?
Yeah, for sure. I think I can stop him. I'm much quicker than him. He's much stronger, much bigger, but we all know that tall fighters is a taller fighter. A shorter person is hard to fight a taller person. So, a taller person is hard to fight a shorter.
Moments after the November 14th, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis exhibition was announced. Paul wasted no time grabbing his megaphone and lighting up social media. Size versus speed, power versus precision. One will rise and one will fall, he declared with his trademark swagger. As a cruiserweight, Paul stands 7 divisions above Davis, and at 6'1", he boasts a towering 7.5-inch height and 9.5-inch reach advantage. Gervonta's been disrespecting my name for too long, Paul continued. They call him Tank, but I'm an FPV drone, and I'm about to disable the tiny boy. He even gave Davis his due, calling him one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, before dropping his signature line with a grin. Anyone, anytime, any place, against all odds, and I like my odds. Paul followed up with a wave of classic trolling. He posted a picture of a tissue box captioned, "Supplying these for my Twitter timeline right now." Then came another jab, an edited photo of Davis standing beside a wedding cake with the caption, "About the same size." But he didn't stop there. Paul flooded his feed with 50-cent tracks like Straight to the Bank and If I Can't, mocking critics who doubted him yet again. It was his way of saying he'd done it once more, landed a massive fight, silenced the naysayers, and made a fortune, while turning the internet into his personal stage.
He can't read just like Floyd.
Oh, MVP. MP. Oh,
You got a chance.
I'm not worried about that.
You got a chance.
People talk all day. It's cool.
How is training for something like this?
And that's it for now. If you want the latest stories, the biggest moments, and all the drama unfolding in the world of boxing, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Turn on the notifications so you never miss when we drop something new and exclusive. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and peace out.